There are moments in sport when the world stops. Moments when a single player carries not only a team, but a nation on his shoulders. On a quiet summer evening in 2019, with England seconds away from humiliation, one man stood alone against the impossible. Ben Stokes, a cricketer who had already been broken, doubted, suspended, and nearly erased from the game. But what the world did not know was that this final moment, this final stand, was the result of a lifetime of buried fire. A fire shaped by fear, by loss, by anger, and by a determination that almost destroyed him before it saved him. This is not just the story of a match. It is the story of a man who reached the edge, looked into the darkness, and refused to fall. And by the end of this film, you will understand why Ben Stokes became the heartbeat of a nation. Early life and hidden struggle. Ben Stokes was not born into calm. He was born into movement, pressure, and expectation. From Christchurch, New Zealand, to the small towns of northern England, his life was shaped by constant change. His father, Jed Stokes, was a hard man, a rugby league legend. In the Stokes family, toughness was not a choice. It was the language. As a boy, Ben felt he always had something to prove. He was strong, yes, but emotional, hungry, but impatient. Inside, he carried a fear he never shared, the fear of not being enough, the fear of falling short of the Stokes name. But there was also cricket, and cricket did not judge. Cricket did not shout. Cricket listened. In the quiet corners of training grounds and empty fields, Ben found the one place he could release everything he could never say: anger, confusion, pressure, hope. But even then, his real battles were invisible. Turning point. Every hero has a moment that splits their story in two. For Ben Stokes, that moment came when he was rejected from the clubs he dreamed of joining. Coaches told him he was talented, yes, but wild, unpredictable, a risk. Most young players would have broken. Ben did not break. He burned. It was during these years that he met mentors who saw something deeper, not just talent, but an edge, a fearless energy that could either make him world-class or destroy him completely. He faced a choice: control the fire or let the fire control him. He chose to rise. Rise, growth, an internal conflict. From local matches to county cricket to the world stage, Ben Stokes rose fast, too fast. His six-hitting power became folklore. His bowling gained bite. Crowds leaned forward whenever he walked in. The world was noticing. England was noticing. And Ben Stokes felt the weight of all of it. With every success came a new fear. What if I fail next time? What if they realize I am not the hero they expect? There were nights he lay awake replaying every mistake, every misfield, every missed shot. On the outside, he was fearless. Inside, he was fighting himself. The fire that made him unstoppable also made him unstable. Fall, crisis, or breaking point. Then came the night that almost ended everything. The controversy, the headlines, the suspension, the humiliation. England dropped him. Fans questioned him. Sponsors walked away. Ben Stokes, the rising superstar, became Ben Stokes, the cautionary tale. But what the world did not know was that this final moment, this final stand, was the fear behind the headlines. The fear that he had thrown away the only thing that ever gave him purpose. The fear that he had failed his family. The fear that he was done. But rock bottom has a strange way of revealing truth. And in that darkness, Ben Stokes understood something he had never realized. You cannot run from the fire. You must learn to direct it. Comeback or transformation. His rebuilding was not explosive. It was slow. It was painful. It was honest. He trained harder than ever before. He studied his own game with brutal honesty. He rebuilt his reputation brick by brick, moment by moment. Most importantly, he discovered something new inside himself: composure. The fire was still there, but now he could control it. And with this new mindset, He stepped back into the England team not as the old Ben Stokes, but as a transformed one, a man who had faced his worst moment, survived it, and returned stronger. Climax moment, the defining event. And then came Headingley, 2019, the Ashes. England were finished. All out was inevitable. Australia were already celebrating. Ben Stokes was the last line between victory and disaster. What followed did not feel human. Reverse sweeps, impossible fours, a six that seemed to defy physics, a partnership with a number 11 that felt like a miracle. Every run was a rebellion. Every shot was a message to the world. I have been to hell. I have survived. And I will not fall today. When the final winning shot exploded off his bat, the stadium erupted. But for Stokes, it was silent, because this was not just a sporting miracle. It was the moment when every wound, every failure, every dark hour transformed into glory. This was the day the fire became legend. Aftermath and legacy. After Headingley, everything changed. Ben Stokes was no longer a troubled talent. He was England's heartbeat, a symbol of resilience, a champion of pressure. His influence reshaped modern cricket, redefining what an all-rounder could be. Even today, that Ashes moment remains one of the greatest scenes in cricket history. Ending message. Ben Stokes reminds us that greatness does not come from perfection. It comes from pain, from mistakes, from falling and choosing to rise again. In the end, this is not a story about cricket. This is a story about a man who learned that your fire can destroy you, or it can turn you into something unforgettable. And for Ben Stokes, the fire changed everything.